still searching for the man who shot and killed a local security guard outside of a social club last weekend, and now they're asking for your help. Channel 2's Larry Sproul is live at Atlanta Police Headquarters, and Larry, his family told you that this week has obviously been tough for them.
Yeah, Candace, the last few days have been very tough for them, as a matter of fact. But as for this case, police are still looking for that shooter. They are searching through security cameras like this one right here in this area. Meanwhile, the family is now planning a celebration of life.
And I'm still in shock. So at times I would feel angry, and then other times I feel numb.
That's the only way Naneinee Ross can describe how she feels just 1 week after someone shot and killed her son, 27-year-old Lanel Singleton.
I haven't been sleeping. I'm barely eating. It's been really difficult.
Atlanta police say her son was shot and killed a week ago while working as a security guard at the 1050 Social Club on Main Street. Police say the shooter was arguing with another individual and then started arguing with Singleton when he shot him. He then drove away in a green Nissan Murano. Atlanta police are now looking for him. They're also searching through security cameras in that area and are asking anyone with any information to come forward. Kayla Hall is Singleton's girlfriend and the mother of his child. She says this does not make any sense because Singleton had a big heart.
He was a goofball. Like, he just loved to just laugh and just have a good time. And no matter what was going on, something could have happened that upset him. He wasn't going to let it bring him down.
Ross says her son would forgive his shooter.
If you're hearing this and you're still out there, just turn yourself in.
Now, his family just started a GoFundMe in order to grant Singleton his last wish.
He said for anything, he loved Florida and he loved the water. And for anything is to take his ashes to Florida and put it out in the sea. And then, of course, you know, I would love to make jewelry or have jewelry made so he could be close to my heart.
Well, Channel 2's Larry Sproul is joining us back live, and Larry, that family is preparing to say their final goodbyes.
In Candace, they will have a small memorial service on June 17th for just close friends and family, and then after that, he will be cremated. If you want to help or donate that family, you can. That information is on our website, WSBTV.com. Candace?
All right, Larry Sproul live in downtown Atlanta. Thank you.
Today is Monday, June 12th. The year is 2023. And here he comes. As soon as he hears that countdown in that video, he's like, oh, I gotta go over here and see what's going on over here. Nothing, just here drinking some coffee. Here drinking some coffee. Anyway, gosh, you know, I've known so many people who come in, Grayson, because you really get my nerves this morning. Here. It is, I've known so many friends who worked as security here in Atlanta who lost their lives. There's no amount of money you could pay me to stand outside these clubs and nigga them, these ignorant niggas, trying to protect them or protect the club and the club owners. Look, club owners have been killed. There is no way in hell you could hire me to work at a nightclub in Georgia or the state or anywhere, especially clubs that cater to a bunch of ignorant black folks. Everybody got a gun. They drunk as hell. They high. They fighting over stupid shit. The security guard was shot and killed for no reason. He had nothing to do with the argument that was going on between him and the other guy. And I just wonder what was the big issue was all about. I just wonder what what the issue is with. But anyway, if you think I'm gonna stand outside with these clubs that cater to these ignorant niggas here in Atlanta and risk my life, y'all, I have known so many guys that I've known at the gym who took these funky low-wage jobs as security, who was shot and killed outside a club here in Atlanta. It is ridiculous. It's insane. This has been going on for years. Years. This is not new. As to anyone who thinks that it is worth your life to stand outside a club, especially a club you don't own, to protect I don't know who, I wouldn't do it. Because these people, for some odd reason, as soon as they get drunk, they mad at the club security. And they're shooting the club security. And they're doing all this stuff. Hold on. There's no way I would be standing outside these clubs trying to deal with these crazy people. When I know how they act. When these people get drunk and high in these clubs, when they get drunk and high, and they get to fight. I used to have years ago. I used to have friends. I'm gonna go to the club and go fight somebody. And I stopped going to clubs a while. I don't go to nightclubs. Period. And that particular club, I know the owners of that club, and a lot of you may not know that the guy that was killed at that club, that was a gay club. So that was somebody. It's a gay club. That was a gay night. These gays. I don't know if y'all remember the incident a few months back when those gays. That those 3 gay guys in Chicago got ran over by another gay guy. He ran him down like in the middle of the street, just ran him over and killed him. Even these gay clubs, which used to be safe places for gay people too, they're not that safe anymore. But that's okay, because guess what? I ain't going. I don't go to any of these clubs here. I don't go to any of these bars. I might go to a lounge every blue moon. They don't even really have security at those places because it's not really a place where people are drinking and dancing and getting, but people don't dance no more any damn way. But there is no way in hell. There's not enough money to pay me to work at any of these clubs as security. Have people approached me about trying to work at these clubs as security? Of course they have. Y'all lost y'all damn mind. I'm not working here. It's too dangerous. As soon as these people get drunk, they're going after security guards. For what? This man was shot and killed for no reason. No reason. And I don't know, a few months back, this owner of a club was killed here in Atlanta. I don't think they found the owner yet. The guy who did the shooting. I'm pretty sure they have not found the guy who did the shooting. They're still looking for his ass. They ain't found him yet. And that's kind of odd that that man shot and killed that man outside that club. And they didn't put up, I think it's up to $100,000 reward or something like that out there. And even with this massive reward, they still have not found this man. He must have fled the country. Now, y'all can have these clubs in Atlanta. Everybody want to come to the Atlanta club and party, and I said, go knock yourself out. There was a huge, massive group of people that showed up on Edgewood Avenue over the weekend. I don't know what they could have been doing down there at Edgewood Avenue. It was police. They were dancing. Some people were arrested. It was this massive crowd of people. I don't know what's wrong with these heathens today. It makes you wonder what is wrong with black folks. They just lost their fucking minds. I keep my distance. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't want to be around a bunch of ignorant ass niggas. I don't want to be around them. That's why I try to travel and stay the fuck up out of Atlanta. But I don't want to be in none of these bars and places with any of these ignorant ass niggas, so they too fucking stupid. And everybody gotta go retrieve their gun from their car to resolve whatever issue is going on. They gotta get their gun. I'm gonna get my gun. It's ridiculous. You wanna lose your life fooling with these people? You will lose your life fooling with these damn ignorant ass niggas. You will lose your life dealing with them. It ain't worth it. These black folks have lost their fucking minds, and you will lose your life dealing with them. To those of you who feel like you have to be in these bars, you have to be in these clubs, you have to be around these ignorant ass black folks, good luck, because you're gonna need it. This man has been, again, was shot and killed for absolutely no reason at all. No reason at all. Lost his life. And sometimes you're going to say, well, I know that some of you guys need, these men need jobs. But it might be best to go back to school or go start going to school, get an education in something else. I know that some of these jobs, I mean, just in the past few months, there have been several security guards killed here in Atlanta outside these clubs. One was like the other club. He was just sleeping in his car in between jobs. He was shot and killed, y'all. It ain't worth it. To be standing outside these clubs and bars in Atlanta risking your life with these ignorant ass niggas. It ain't worth it. Find something else to do with your job, time. You don't own the damn place. It's just not worth it. You know, that's another sad story here. And what's shocking me is that was a gay bar. That was a gay places have been historically known as safe places. I guess it wasn't safe that night. But gay people have gotten just as crazy as the rest of these. Everybody got their gun. Everyone has a gun, and they're going to use it. Everyone has a gun, and they're going to use it to resolve their minor difficulties or infractions with other people over nothing. Everybody got a damn gun, and they plan on using it, and they will kill and maim and destroy anything in their wake. Stay away from these ignorant niggas. Had a conversation with someone recently who moved to Atlanta. People watch my videos. They see my warnings about moving here, but they come here anyway. They come here anyway. Then they get here and they find out everything I talked about in these videos was accurate and truthful. Everything. Like I'm just sitting up here lying and making up shit. They come here when there's so many other opportunities elsewhere. Why would you continue to come to a city that's overfilled with black people and you don't have as many opportunities for us that you might somewhere else? And they get here, now they mad at the whole wide world. But you were warned. You were clearly told, don't come this direction. You saw my videos, you watched them for years, but you still packed up your U-Haul and came here. And now you're stuck here trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get out of here. Because this is not what I wanted. The job, let me tell you something about Atlanta, y'all. These white folks live a good life here. They always have. They have good jobs, good income, clean neighborhoods, good schools. They live a good life. You don't see these white folks at their establishments run into these types of issues. At a white establishment, a security guard getting shot and killed, that don't happen too often. I've never seen it happen at these white places. In fact, some of my friends, they don't even go to these black bars and clubs. There's too many niggas, they ain't going. They said they can't deal with that, so they go to these white bars. And it's much safer, and they don't have to worry about getting into issues with somebody to get in and out and have a good time. Yeah, but when you're 30, 40, something years of age, when should you stop going to these bars any damn way? I mean, at some point, you gotta leave that shit alone. You know. At some point. But who am I? Yeah, don't pay me no attention. Who am I? Well, I repeatedly warn you all to stay out of Atlanta. You watch the videos, you do your research, and you come here anyway. You get here, you find out the job market is not what you thought it was going to be. The housing market is much worse than you thought it would be. The traffic and the crime is off the chain in the neighborhood you've been forced to live in because you can't afford to live someplace else and pay $3,000 and $4,000 a month in rent. Now, I have a friend recently, one of my workout partners, he's paying $3,000 a month in rent for this apartment building. He thought that it would be a safe place, fairly new building. They've had break-ins, robberies, shootings. I said, over there? He said, man, it's bad. He said, at nighttime, he put his Mercedes and hurry up and park near the door and got it in and out of there. But he said he's been there for a year. He just wanted to experience it. I said, well, at $3,000 a month, you would think that would be a safe place. Brand new building in Buckhead. I drive by that building all the time. I always look at it. It's like I didn't know the rent was $3,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Anyway, he's been living there for almost a year, and he said he cannot believe all the issues they've had in that building. Police constantly coming over there, and then he said another thing: it's all black folks in there. I said, well, there you go. You got a brand new apartment building. My video's shut down. I need to restart this computer. Anyway, you got a brand new apartment building in Buckhead. brand new units, beautiful building, right at the corner of Piedmont Road in Lenox. Brand new building. It couldn't be no more than a year or two old at the most. I remember they were building that massive building. And he said ever since he's been there, the year that he's been there paying $3,000 a month in rent, car break-ins, shootings, aggravated assault, you name it, it's happened there. But like you said, it's all black folks in there. I said, all black folks in that building? He said, all black folks. He said, very few white people. And he said the very few white people who were there when he moved in, they didn't haul ass. So y'all pick up your own mind. And sometimes living around us in the communities, because that's why I moved way out here to this house. I don't like it out here. Let me just say phrases. I would like to be in a community where I can walk to some stuff, in a safe community where I can walk to stuff, or at least not have to drive too far. Over here, you got to drive everywhere. I'm about to get up and go to the gym and go do cardio and get to drive up there. I want to live in a community where I can walk to stuff. And another thing, I don't own any more houses. I've learned my lesson. Those of you who like living in single family homes, I think I need to be in a condo. And one of my friends over the weekend, I went to a friend of mine's 75th birthday party. And he used to live in a high-rise building I'm looking at. And I said, well, how was the building like? He said, they had so many rules. It was so strict. They were just strict on everything. He said, I hate it because you couldn't do nothing. And I was sitting there thinking, that's where I need to live. Because I said, the homeowner association had all these rules. Yeah, they would come up with rules every day about stuff that you couldn't do. I said, like what? He was like, well, the noise complaints, and you couldn't park here, and your visitors couldn't do this, and you couldn't do that. And I was thinking, that's the type of building I want to live in, where they got strict rules to keep you heathens under control. That sounds like the perfect building to me. I said, okay. He thought he was turning me off because the building. I was sitting there thinking, okay, yeah, because he's like, so we moved. And I said, okay, you niggas moved out of there. And y'all didn't want to follow the rules. So then when it came in there, I like living in communities where they got strict rules. And if you don't follow them, there are penalties. That means the community is going to stay up on the up and up versus going down. Moving here. Another thing, too, another friend of mine bought this house here in Atlanta. He moved into a black neighborhood over on the south side of town. I cannot stand the south side of Atlanta. I hate it. You could never get me to go over there. I used to love south side of town, but now that I've been in Atlanta for a while, I would never go down to my house. He bought a house in a gated community. Gated. He said them niggas off the chain down there. Trash everywhere. Won't pick their trash cans back. Won't clean up. Won't maintain their yards. Just won't do shit. I said, in that community down there? He's like, it's terrible. Well, that's why you need to have a community with a strong homeowners association so that you can force people to maintain their yards and pick up the trash and take their trash cans out and all this stuff. Where I live out over here, we don't have a homeowners association. But the neighborhood is so clean and pristine over here. The yards are maintained. There might be... There's one house on my street that's kind of, but the grass is cut. I mean, I think it's probably somebody older in there, and they bought a house that they've probably been in the house for decades and they got some deferred maintenance, but they keep the yard immaculate. But over here, we ain't got no cars up on bricks. Oh, one of my neighbors who just sold her house, she had an older car that she had parked on the street in front of her house. And the car was having some engine problems. She gave it to her son, and something happened with the engine, so they had parked it on the street in front of the house on my street over here, black woman. She said the neighbors left her all types of nasty notes to get that car off that damn street. I was thinking, well, how long was the car parked down there? Because on my street, nobody parks in front of their houses. I mean, it's just very rare. To see a car parked overnight in front of these houses, it ain't happening. I mean, we got massive driveways. All these houses have huge driveways. I mean, I could park 20 cars, 30 cars on my driveway here. In certain neighborhoods, they're not going to allow all this bullshit. They're not having it. And so she sold her house and moved out of here, and some Indian people bought her house. But she had been here for some time, and her husband had died, and she no longer wanted to live in the house. That's why she sold it. But she was like, oh, you got to watch these people over here, because I had parked my car in front of the house, and they left notes on my car. I said, well, how long was the car sitting down there? You can't just park a raggedy car down there forever. And you go to these black neighborhoods and they got cars up on bricks and jacked up and they're sitting there and they got 6 cars in the driveway and none of them work. I've seen this shit. I'm not going down to Niggerville, y'all. I love black people. Y'all submit them motherfuckers. And I don't have to be around y'all ignorance. Not all black folks, because I'm black myself right here. I've never had an old raggedy car in my driveway, ever. If a car is no good and it ain't running, get rid of it. What's it sitting there for? I go to certain neighborhoods, certain of my relatives got all these raggedy cars parked up there. What is this shit doing around over here? Get this shit out of here. What are you gonna do with it? What's the purpose of having a car that's raggedy and tore up from the floor but ain't running, sitting out there? What's the purpose of that? Get rid of it. Tow it to a junkyard. Anyway, today is Monday, June 12th, the year 2023. Just a quick video before I can go up here and do my cardio. Hopefully it's a beautiful day. I think it's supposed to rain today or something like that. I need to watch this weather report. It rained last night. It's nice and cool right now. Luckily, I've been able to keep the air conditioning under control. The last few months, my electrical bill has only been $99. I'm not sure. I might have to check Georgia Power and see how it dropped so low. But it's been $99 a month for the past few months. I'm not happy with that. So anyway, today is Monday, June 12th, the year 2023. I'm out and enjoy the rest of this beautiful Monday.